Hey, Real Green Ninja here. The video you're about to watch is a supplement to the existing tutorials and help videos already available on the Real Green website. I do take a more casual approach because I'm presenting this information as I would if you called in, although I may have a little fun with it. This video is based upon the information I, as a Real Green technician, would provide using my experience on the help desk. This video was created on my own time to assist with areas of the software that may be waiting for an official help video or tutorial. At the beginning of the training video, I will have the version of the Service Assistant the video was made with. I will also try to be as accurate as possible, but be aware, as Service Assistant updates are released, things may change. I'm using the name Real Green Ninja as not to stand out from the other amazing technicians that I work with. I hope the information in this video helps you, so grab a cup of coffee, and I hope you learn something new. Hey, Real Green Ninja here. Today we're going to talk about changes they made on version 5.30 regarding routing assistant. So let's begin. Now this is actually my second version of the video. This is the first time I've ever actually gone through and redone a video that I already posted because someone actually showed me another feature that they added to software regarding routing assistant, but I didn't realize and I thought it was pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the invoice screen. All right, and here, because this is the most common screen that you see when you guys are pulling invoice or when you're doing routing and stuff and getting in a routing assistant. So I'm going to hit the little globe here. There we go. And it's going to throw those push pins on the map. Now keep in mind, this is my garbage data or test data and stuff like that. So I have like someone way over here in looks like, was it Kansas? Yeah, it looks like Kansas. It was really hard to tell with the border there. But like I said, I'm just going to focus on this area right now. Now, if we zoom in, these are the stops that we're planning to visit for the day. Now, the thing is you'll notice there's a black square. That's my company, my location. Now, this is one of the really cool features they added. If you right-click the location, you can tell it to show drive time polygon. And what that means is when you click on that, it's going to show you distances. All right? So you'll notice here, right there is 10 minutes drive time. This right here is 15-minute drive time. 20-minute, 25, 30-minute. So again, you can kind of figure out like how far away from your office are those going to be. Now, of course, keep in mind, traffic matters, as you guys probably know. And you'll also notice there's a little bit of overlap, and that could be because maybe you might take a freeway to get to this part, and it would actually be 10 minutes, or you might take the side streets, and it would take 20 minutes to get there. So it depends on which route you take. Like I said, I thought that was really cool that they actually added that feature here, and let's go ahead and take that off. Now, another feature they added is you can report a problem with the map. Now, this isn't necessarily, in saying, oh, it's sending me down this street when it's not supposed to. This is more like if a street is missing, all right? So when you want to report, let's say there's a neighborhood that they built here recently, and we want to report it, we can right-click that spot on the map, report a problem on the map, and it's going to pop up a window right here. It's going to say we've captured the latitude and longitude of the location. So again, if this is where the neighborhood, you want to make sure to click on that spot. You have a couple options. You can say it's missing a road. The road name's incorrect. Cannot route from that spot or cannot route to that spot. And then you can put a little comment in there. Again, this is more for, things about the map itself, not, optimizing is not right or whatever. Because, again, I'm not 100% sure how it optimizes, but, this company that uses for the mapping is actually used by trucking companies and stuff. So they're pretty on the ball concerning that. But again, this is just to say if like something's missing or you're having trouble routing to or from that. All right. Now, another feature in that they added the system is now you can add annotations and shapes. All right. This is something, if you use Mapping Assistant and you play around with that, it's going to be familiar. If you're not, this is actually a cool feature that they've added recently. Let's say you want to add something. Let's say this road right here is under construction. Okay, and you want to kind of avoid that area. Now, again, it's not going to prevent you from routing through that area, but again, you can actually, maybe move the stops around, adjust them accordingly, so that way it doesn't go on that road. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this little wrench here, and you'll see we have we have draw lines, draw polygon, draw rectangle, draw all polygons, draw ellipse, as well as edit drawn shapes, and we'll talk about all those here in a moment. All right, you'll also notice there's an erase button, which will erase the shapes, as well as a load annotations drawing, as well as save annotations drawing, and then you can turn that layer on and off. So let's go ahead and do an annotation. So we're going to get the little letter A there, and then we're going to hit somewhere on the map, and we're going to type in, in this case, this is an example. Okay, so again, we can actually put notes on the map. So when we print our invoices out and we print an overhead map or whatever, it will have that note on there. Okay, you can also do lines. So for example, I can draw a line here, draw a line here. So again, I can draw different lines and stuff like that. I can click and draw a polygon. So again, you'll see I can click, 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 and then when I'm done, I'm going to double click the mouse and it frees up the mouse from that pointer or from that line, that drawing tool. I can come here and actually, again, draw shapes. I can draw a square. So again, maybe there's construction here. I want to try to avoid it or highlight that area for whatever reason. I can also do a polygon. So again, I can just click, 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 click. And then when I'm done, just double click and it frees up my mouse. Click on this option down here. I can do an oval. There we go. And then also I can edit the shapes. Now, let's say the shape isn't correct. Let's say you didn't, it wasn't the right area. What we can do is we can go to Edit Shapes. Oops, there we go. Come on. Oh, there we go. I have to click on the shape. And you'll see there's two little dots. Now, these dots I could expand, and is where I can change them around. Okay. Now, be careful playing around. I actually did want to actually create an equator because I just grabbed the dot and just threw it all the way to the right or left or whatever. But like I said, it allows you to edit the shapes. I can click on this one, and I can change where these dots are, and so on and so forth. So again, you can edit the shapes that are on there. Now, let's say you want to have different colors. All you have to do is right-click the shape, or that you're on the editing that's in there, and then Edit Shape Properties. And it's going to pop up a window, and here I can turn around and change the color. So let me want that one to green, or maybe, again, it's an area we want to try to avoid, so I might shade it red, and I can even put a caption in there for the shape. Now again, this is for the shape itself. And again, you can change the thickness of the lines and so on and so forth. So it's actually a pretty cool little tool that they added in there. And then if we go here, let's see here, there we go. So like I said, you can play around with it and stuff. And then once you have the shapes, if you want to pull these shapes back up on the map for future reference or for later use, then you can hit the save button. When you hit the save button, it's going to ask you, what do you want to save? Do you want to save annotations and do you want to save drawings? Then you're going to click OK. When you click OK, it's going to pop up the screen asking where you want to save stuff. Let me just make sure nothing personal on there. Okay, cool. And then let's say I want to save it to my desktop. Okay, I got a little blink something out there, but I'm going to give it a name, and maybe it might be places to avoid, construction, and then a date range. So we might do like construction, and then maybe 7/1 to 7/31. Okay. All right, and then so we can then we hit save button down here. I was a little off screen here. I don't want to move around too much because I got to keep moving that black box around. But there's a save button. You'll see it when you pull it up. So we hit save, and now we've saved that to the desktop. So when we come back to the map, then we're going to load it, and I'll show you here in a moment. But again, you can turn on and turn on and off those layers and stuff like that if you have them loaded or if you've just drawn them. Now that we've saved it, again, when we go back into the map. You'll turn around and say, well, hey, where'd those go? Like I said, you do have to load them manually. All right. So we're going to hit this little open annotations. It's going to ask us what we want to bring in. We'll hit OK. And we'll take our file and we'll just double click it. Okay. Give it a few moments to do its thinking. There we go. Obviously, the more shapes, the longer it can take. And then when we zoom into the area, there's our shapes, okay? Actually, it looks like it's missing its annotations. It looks like it's missing that one colored shape. I'll have to let them know on the QA department. But again, for the most part, it should stick. I think they're aware of the annotation, but I didn't. Apparently, the color shape didn't want to stick for whatever reason. But like I was saying, is again, software's not perfect, but they are working on things like that. But like I was saying, is you pull it up, and again, it should be whatever you saved. Now, if you go to a different area of the country, okay, so let's go ahead and close this. And then where's that one that's way out of nowhere? Is that it? I think it's that one. All right, pull the map. There we go. You'll be like, okay, let's load the shape. Again, we're going to tell it to import. There we go. All right, now, if we go to our location, you'll be like, well, wait a minute. Where's our shapes? Where'd it go? There it goes. Center my map there. There you go. It's like, where's our shapes? Well, remember, those shapes were actually made in another part of, in this case, the country, or it might be the state or whatever. Oh, I actually have no clue where I put those things. It should be in the Rochester area. Oh, there it is. Actually, it's by my thing. But again, you'll see there's those shapes. Even though we didn't pull these services in that area, again, there's those shapes. So, like I said, they added the ability for drive times. Okay, assuming you're able to drive the speed limit, assuming no severe traffic or construction or whatever, they gave the ability to report an issue if you notice a neighborhood's missing or a street's missing spells or something like that, as well as he gave the ability to add shapes as well as lines and stuff like that. So again, these are features that some of the mapping assistant customers used in the past. Most people didn't even bother using them, but again, it's kind of a cool little feature that they've added. So hopefully this video helps and you guys have yourself a wonderful day. Well, I goofed, and I really didn't want to re-record the video. As I mentioned in the little call-outs that you see, little pop-ups or whatever, I accidentally grabbed the wrong file when I was trying to load in those annotations. And again, I really don't feel like redoing the whole video over again. So I'm going to include this part here. So we're going to go ahead and go back to our invoices screen. We're going to hit Get Invoices, hit the globe. All right, get this here, do its thinking. There we go. In my personal opinion, this ALK mapping is actually a lot faster than the old mapping assistant was. All right, go there. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to load, and again, it's going to ask me what I want to load. The correct file, the one I made as my example, and there's our color shape is back. So again, I do apologize for that. I hope hope you at least stayed long enough to watch this video. But like I said, as far as the annotation, that is something I did notice before, and I was told the QA has been made aware of it, so they are working on trying to get that taken care of. But again, you can do the multicolored shapes; that those do work. So again, I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful 4th of July weekend here in 2015.